Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 26th of February 1984, and the title is BapDada's Unique Art Gallery. Today, BapDada is looking at his art gallery. Do you know which art gallery BapDada has? Today, in the subtle region, BapDada was seeing the picture of the divine activities of each child. What has the picture of the divine activities of each one been like from the beginning up to now? So just think how big the art gallery would be. In those pictures, Baba especially saw three things in each child. The first was the personality of purity. The second was the royalty of reality. The third was the closeness in relationship. Baba saw these three things in each one's picture. The personality of purity was visible as a subtle, sparkling light around the picture. The royalty of reality was the cheerfulness and cleanliness shining on the face. And the closeness in relationship was the shining star in the center of the forehead. Some were shining a lot more, with rays spreading everywhere. Some were shining with only a few rays. Close souls were souls who are equal to the Father. That is, they are souls with their rays spreading everywhere. They were visible as equal to the Father in both their light and might. Baba saw each one's picture of divine activities with these three specialties. As well as this, Baba saw in each one's picture the result of whether you have always been elevated from the beginning to the end in all these three things, or whether you were sometimes one thing and sometimes another. The pulse is felt in a physical body as to whether everything is fine or whether there is fluctuation. You can find out about someone's health from his pulse being fast or slow. In the same way, from the center of each picture, a light from the heart was going all over the body, from the top to the bottom. The speed was also visible. Whether the light was traveling at the same speed or whether there was a difference in the speed from the time to time. As well as this, the color of the light was also checked, whether it was the same color or whether it was changing. Thirdly, while traveling, whether the light was stopping anywhere or whether it continued to keep on moving all the time. Baba saw each one's picture of divine activities with this method. You too can see your own picture, can you not? Check your picture with the three specialties of personality, royalty, and closeness and see what it would be like. What would be the speed of your light be? It is of course number-wise, but there wasn't a majority of those who had all three specialties and who were constant in the speed of all three types of light from the beginning to the end. This was the minority. The speed of three lights and three specialties means 6 things. In these 6 things, the majority had 4 to 5 of these, and some had 3 of these things. The form of light of the personality of purity of some was just around their face in the form of a crown, halo. In others, it was around half their body, and in others, it was visible all around their body. For instance, it was like when you take a photograph. There were those who were pure in their thoughts, words, and deeds from the beginning until now. In their mind, they hadn't had any impurity in the form of waste thoughts for themselves or others. They hadn't imbibed any thoughts of the impurity of anyone's weakness or defects. From their birth, they have been Vaishnavas. Thoughts are food for the intellect. Vaishnavas from birth means not to have taken into your mind or intellect any impurity, defects, or waste thoughts. This is known as being a true Vaishnav and celibate from birth. So Baba saw in each one's picture the lines of the personality of purity through the form of light, the picture of those who have been pure in their thoughts, words, and actions, relationships, and connections are included in actions, was that of light sparkling from their forehead to their feet. Do you understand? Are you seeing your picture in the mirror of knowledge? Look very well at what the picture of you that BapDada would have seen is like. Acha, the list of those who are to meet Baba is long. In the subtle region, you won't be given a number, and there isn't any question of time. You can meet Baba whenever you want, for as long as you want, and however many want to meet Baba can do so because that is beyond the world of limits. There are all these bondages in the corporeal world. This is why the one who is free from bondage also has to be tied in bondage. Acha, you teachers are now content, are you not? All of you received your full share, did you not? You are the special souls who have become instruments. BapDada also has special regard for special souls. You are still service companions, are you not? In fact, all are companions, but nevertheless, only when the instruments consider themselves to be instruments is there success in service. In any case, many children continue to move forward in service with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. But even then, to give regard to the special instrument souls means to give regard to the Father, and in return for that regard to receive the Father's love from His heart. Do you understand? You are not giving regard to the teachers, but receiving the return of love from the heart, from the Father. Acha, to those who are always worthy to receive love from the heart, from the Father, the Comforter of hearts, that is, to the worthy souls who experience themselves to be close and equal to the Father in their personality of purity and royalty of reality, BapDada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Avyakt BapDada, meeting the UK group. All of you are Rasyukt and Yogyukt souls who are full of all secrets, are you not? From the beginning, you are souls who are instruments to reveal BapDada's name everywhere. BapDada is always pleased to see such original jewels and service companions. All of you are the right-hand group of BapDada. You are very good jewels. Some are of one type and others are of another type, but all of you are jewels because you have become experienced and have become instrument souls to make others experienced. BapDada knows how all of you are souls who constantly remain absorbed in love and service with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. You have now finished everything everywhere else, and now there is nothing but just remembrance and service. There is just the one. You belong to the one. You have a constant stage. This is the sound of all of you. In fact, this is the real elevated life. Those with such an elevated life are constantly close to BapDada. You are those who give the practical proof of having faith in the intellect. You always remember, Wah, my Baba, and Wah, my elevated fortune. Do you not? BapDada is always pleased to see the children who are embodiments of such awareness. Wah, my elevated children, Wah. BapDada sings songs of such children. London is the foundation of service abroad. All of you are the foundation stones of service. With the impact of all of you becoming strong, service is continuing to grow. Although the foundation becomes hidden in the growth of the tree, it is still the foundation. Seeing the beautiful growth of the tree, everyone's vision is drawn to that a lot more. The foundation remains incognito. In the same way, you have also become instruments and become those who give others a chance. But even then, the original are the original. You experience happiness in giving others a chance and making them move forward. Do you not? You don't think that the London foreigners have come and so you are hidden away, do you? You are still instruments. You are instruments to give them zeal and enthusiasm. Those who keep others in the front are themselves in the front anyway. For instance, you tell little children to always walk in front of you, and the elders stay behind. To make the younger ones move forward means for the older ones to stay in the front. You definitely continue to receive the visible fruit of that. If you didn't become cooperative, then there won't be so many centers opened in London. One became an instrument in one place, and another became an instrument in another place. Acha, BapDada meeting Malaysia and Singapore group. Do all of you experience yourselves to be souls who are loved by the Father? Do you always remain stable in the stage of belonging to the one Father and none other? This stage is called a constant stage because where you belong to one, you will be constant and steady. If there are many, then your stage fluctuates. The Father has shown you the easy way to see everything in the one. You have become free from remembering many and from wandering towards many directions. You are all one. You belong to the one and constantly continue to move forward with this constant and steady stage. Those from Singapore and Hong Kong should now have the thought of opening a center in China. There is no center as yet in the whole of China. While bringing them into connection with you, give them an experience and souls will automatically be transformed. Make them into Raj Yogis. Don't make them deities. Raj yogis will automatically become deities. Acha, blessing, may you be equal to the Father, and by considering yourself to be an instrument for world benefit, remain free from waste. Just as the Father is a world benefactor, in the same way, children are also instruments for world benefit. The atmosphere is to be transformed through the attitude of you instrument souls. As your thoughts, so your attitude. This is why souls who are responsible for world benefit cannot allow any wasteful thoughts or attitude for even 1 second, no matter what the circumstances are or what the people are like. Your own feelings and your own attitude should be benevolent. Let there be pure feelings for even those who defame you, and only then will you be said to be free from waste and equal to the Father. Slogan: with the power of cooperation, even impossible things can become possible. Om Shanti.